What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video we got our very second 2025 Hayabusa about to go on the chopping block, boys. So this is my other bike. You've seen the other one I did with the gold wheels. If you haven't, I'll drop a picture right there. And anyways, this second one, we've got plans for this thing. We're gonna do it a little more drag race oriented. We're gonna set this thing up to go to the racetrack and make it the fastest stock motor Gen 3 Hayabusa possible. So we got a lot of goodies for this thing. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff. We've got it on the scales, as you can see right now. In just a second, I'm gonna show you what it weighs, and then we're gonna talk about the weight comparison between it and a stock GSXR 1000. Alright, boys, take a look at how much this pig weighs. 578 pounds. Now, as far as how much gas is in it, look at this. It does have gas in it. It will run. But boys, I mean, there's no way she's got much in there, okay? It's pretty much flat on empty. The bike does, like I said, crank and run. So let's just take off 5 pounds. We're going to call it 570. I mean, okay, for whatever. GSXR 1000 weight, as you can see from our other videos, 427 pounds. We're at a 150 pound weight disadvantage starting out with a Hayabusa. So are we going to be able to make this Hayabusa go just as fast as the GSXR 1000? Well, probably not. But we're going to make it as fast as we possibly can in stock motor form. What are we going to do? Let's get it on the lift. Start out by getting it on the lift and ripping this thing apart. As you can see, the busa is coming apart as we speak. So let's talk about a few of the products that we've got to go on this thing. Now, keep in mind, guys, this bike is being built as a track bike. I build other bikes as street bikes, but this one is built being drag race related. So the first thing we did was hit up our friends at Montgomery Motorsports, and we have got a carbon fiber gas tank. Now, not only is this tank way lighter than a factory one, it is also way lower profile than a factory one as well. You see how it has an all aluminum tank cell that accepts the factory fuel pump, but it is much lower than the stock one. We've also got a new Montgomery Motorsports lightweight front fender that is a little lower profile than the stock one as well. And then we have got a Montgomery Motorsports seat that's all carbon fiber. Now, as you can imagine, comfort was not factored into play when that seat was built. It is literally for drag racing only, or roll racing, whatever you want to do, serious racing. Now we got a Montgomery Motorsports headlight delete. The headlight will be going away. We've got a carbon fiber one here. This one, crazy light compared to the stock one. And Tracy says that the light is still super bright / you know, some night riding on the street a little bit if you wanted to. I mean, it's not like the stock headlight, of course, but he says that little light is super bright. So we'll show that. We'll show it at nighttime as well. And then we called our friends at DME Racing, and we have a custom swing arm built for this thing. This arm is all aluminum construction. I did have everything anodized black, so it'll look nice and clean once it's all installed. But when we put an air shifter on it, which we're going to, the air tank is built into this swing arm, so that'll run our air shifter. But overall, look at how nice this thing is. Uses its own bearings. Super nice. Comes with a chain guard. And on top of that, this swing arm, crazy long, like 74-inch wheelbase is going to be about where we set it at. Believe it or not, it'll weigh pretty close to the same thing the stock swing arm weighs. So the swing arms are super light for what they are. But we're gonna keep getting this thing ripped apart, and we'll have some updates here shortly. We're gonna get all these parts installed. We're gonna rip the ABS off the bike. And this is gonna be a multi-day video, so step by step. We're waiting on the exhaust system. I can't wait to show you guys the exhaust system. Fully custom made. I'll tell you more details about that once it gets here. Well, boys, that escalated quickly. As you can see, our brand new Hayabusa is in pieces. We've got some junk here. Tag bracket, definitely going in the trash. This thing here, look, super heavy, like a brick. So this is the ABS pump. So this will not be going back in there. We're gonna contact our friend Greg at Boost by Smith. We're gonna get a ABS delete pump from him. All kind of things that are gonna make this bike lighter. Remember, no matter what you call it, this bike is 150 pounds heavier than a GSX-R 1000. We gotta do everything we can to shed some weight, and we're making progress. Look what has finally arrived. Let me spin around here on this side so we can see them good in the light. BST carbon fiber wheels. These are not just any old carbon fiber wheels. These are the super strong ones, and on top of that, this is the wide one. This is the 6 3/4 inch wide. The factory tire rim is only 6 inches wide. So look at this right here, the profile of the bike. That's with a 190 series tire. We're gonna be putting another 190 series tire on this wide rim. Wait till you see the difference. The savings that these wheels in weight are insane. Now, they do drain on your pocket pretty heavy, but anyways, we ain't gonna worry about that. They, like I said, they are a little pricey. About $4,500 for these two wheels. We also got the Worldwide ceramic wheel bearings installed. These wheel bearings make the wheels roll and the whole bike, everything moves so much easier. It's literally night and day difference between one to the other. I'm gonna try to display that once we put it all together. But overall, super excited to get this project underway. Now we're just waiting on the exhaust system, but we're gonna have it at least down on the ground off the lift, hopefully in today's video. Here we go, guys. We're about to weigh the stock wheel. Now let me show you. We got the stock wheel, tire, and sprocket, okay? We got the Dunlop Drag Max, the sprocket carrier, and the sprocket. No brake rotors on either wheel, okay? So we're keeping it, I guess you'd say, apples to apples. All right, so we got our scales 0.0. We're gonna wheel the stock one on there. And we've got, holy shit, 33.8. I think that's, hold it a little more straight. Put that closer. All right, that should be good. No, gotta go back a little bit more. All right, guys, here, let's see what we got now. I'm trying to get this thing where it'll balance itself. Let's just call it 34.9, close enough. All right, let's see what our Drag Max and BST weighs. We're back to 0 pounds. Vortex aluminum sprockets. 24 pounds. So 10 pounds of rotating weight by our new wheel setup. Now we're gonna pull this, put the back wheel on, spin the bike around. We're gonna do the front wheel. Let's see what the front loses. Since we're getting rid of our rear brake altogether, we have got a product here from G-Force Racing. This is a rear brake caliper delete, but this is a special rear brake caliper delete because it has a place we can put our rear speed sensor. You cannot delete the sensor that goes on here. Basically, this is how your traction control and speedometer work, okay, guys? So that has to stay. If you want to delete your brakes, G-Force Racing, get you this little piece and delete the rear brakes. Save yourself 7 or 8 more pounds. I cannot wait to see what this puppy's going to, for one, look like altogether, but two, how light is it going to be over our starting weight? The busa project continues. Now, off camera, we installed the Brock's Performance camshafts, and we got BT Moto stacks and a Sprint F185 air filter. So that's going to give us our horsepower. Now let's continue on making this thing as light as possible. We've got a Montgomery Motorsports carbon fiber headlight delete. So we're going to weigh the stock headlight 410, almost 5 pounds for the headlight. That's really pretty heavy. Surprised me, actually. Can you hold that a little bit? We're just going to kind of balance this there. So we're losing basically, let's call it 4 pounds on the headlight. And then the factory exhaust system weighs approximately 40 pounds. We've got this brand new full titanium HTP pigtail exhaust. This thing is going to be crazy insane. Let's just kind of balance it like this. You see I'm holding it with my finger. And we're 4.6, 4.7. Let's call it 5 pounds. We're losing 35 pounds off the exhaust pipe, boys. That is a huge, huge deal. Now, when you put this exhaust pipe on, you do have to cut your fairings, you do have to make some modifications, and you do have to get rid of the factory oil cooler. So that went right here below the radiator. That's going to be losing us a few pounds as well. Enough talking. Let's get to the action. Putting this thing on so we can fire it up and see what it sounds like. I cannot wait to hear this pipe. I know it's going to be crazy loud. Ooh wee, boy, she's looking lighter and faster already. The pigtail exhaust is going on. This thing, look, Girth Nation. She has got the meat right there, boys. This thing is gonna sound insane. I know it's gonna be a hold your ears the whole time kind of bike though. So if you're wanting this exhaust for the street and you want to be crazy loud, yeah, okay, cool, get it. If you're wanting it to be something that's not gonna wake up all the neighbors, I'd probably pass on the pigtail. Crazy lightweight, made for crazy horsepower, and I can promise you it's gonna be crazy loud. We're not too terribly far away from starting it up. Okay, boys, finally we're getting close. We got everything mounted up, should be installed correctly. One thing about this one, when you do the pigtail, you do have to make a little bracket for the radiator mount. We had to make that. That is one thing that I wanted to point out. If you buy one of these exhausts and you install it yourself, a little tricky making that bracket. But other than that, let's see what this puppy sounds like. Now, we went ahead and flashed the ECU with our ECU flash for cams and like a Brock's alien head exhaust. This should make the bike run good enough to just hear it run. Damn, it sounds good. Zero miles on the clock, boys. She's broke in, heat cycles. Let's fire it up and see what it sounds like. All right, time to rip it. Let's see what kind of power we got. Kind of sort of preliminary tune. I got one run on it, made some air fuel adjustments. Let's see how close we are now. Pretty solid numbers right off the bat. And might I mention, this is 93 octane pump gas, 198, 199, back to back. You can see I'm working on these dips, getting this air fuel ratio cleaned up. We're in no way, shape, or form finished, but on pump gas with a chain that's a mile long, these are some incredible numbers, guys.
Here we go, boys. She's getting dialed in a little better, a little better. Check out our new numbers.
So far, this is the best we've ever had a Gen 3 Busa do on pump gas. This is 93 octane regular old gas. This thing is performing incredible, boys. Ooh wee, look at how smooth that power curve is. Just everywhere. Nice even curve. Ooh wee. She is all back together, looking so fresh, so clean. More Mafia has dropped another banger. This 2025 Busa looks absolutely insane. Now, the gold Cormoto wheels on the other one we did look super good, but the BSTs on this one with the carbon fiber gas tank looks very, very good. Now, these things right here, they look like poo-poo. So I hit up our friend Moto Composites and I got a set of carbon fiber ones. Everything should match perfectly on the way. Because as soon as I put everything together, our carbon fiber Montgomery front fender with all the green and black body work, I was like, yo, these things right here. Come on, Suzuki. We got to spend a couple more dollars and get these couple color matched. But I'm thinking about these things. I think this, and this would all look super, super good from Moto Composites. They make all that stuff as well. I was just up in the air whether I wanted to keep the gold and the green all ready to rock and roll. Now, the only thing we're missing is a seat. Montgomery Motorsports is sending us a full carbon fiber seat. I put the stock seat on. Didn't really look right / good with this low profile tank. So in other words, our seat was here, the tank was here. I don't know, it just didn't really look good. So we're gonna do that, but it's time to weigh this puppy. We got our assistant, which is, by the way, as you can tell from looking at him, he looks a little older because today is Big Country's birthday.
That's right, dude.
Dude, how old, how many fingers you got?
I'm definitely older than all the fingers and toes I got.
Golly! Older than 30.
But not as old as you, dude.
Older than 30.
I am older than 30.
He does have 30 fingers and toes, guys. Just so you know, he's a little weird. We got a total weight of 1 pound showing on the scales. We're going to zero that out. Now, we are going to see what our Busa weighs. Big Country. Actually, mid-sized Country. Look how...
Hey, looking slim and trim. Look at them leg muscles. Bow, bow, bow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
Dude, I mean, just looking slim and trim. If you guys hadn't seen Big Country's YouTube channel, go check it out. He's been doing a special workout program. Thanks to Haley over there, Miss Workout. She is training Country or not feeding him, one or the other. So anyways, let's weigh this puppy, see how much she weighs. We're gonna roll the scales in front of the tires, and then we're gonna get Country to wheeler up on there. All right, Country. Let's see what she weighs. Give her an old big push. Uh-oh. Push hard, Country. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. This one didn't go. Hold on, boys. Hold on. We gotta do a little setup, little practice here. Oh boy, moves heavy. All right, now let's put this under that. Now we should be able to set it down. Everything safe and secure. Yeah. Just stand there close by, Country. All right. Let's see how much it weighs. 450. How much did... So 450, it's only 30 pounds heavier than a stock GSX-R 1000.
Got some gas in there.
We got gas in it. Yes, definitely full of gas. And
That stock battery?
stock battery. I got that on order. Full Spectrum sending that. I got a battery coming, and I got the ABS pump coming because I got to get with our buddy Brock at Brock's Performance. He's going to get us a, what do you call that thing? Super stock box. Brock's is going to get us a super stock box, which will give us the ability to delete our ABS, because right now we got no ABS lines, but if we unplug the module, then it limits the throttle, will not let you give it gas or nothing. So we got the box, which I know is a couple pounds. The battery I know is a couple pounds, and the seat's probably going to add a pound. So either way, I feel like we got a 440. If we took all the gas out of it, dude, which is how we normally weigh them, this thing's in the 430s for sure. Because it's got at least a gallon of gas in it, I can promise you that. So 430 pounds, I'm pretty sure we weighed these things in the beginning. This is our GSX-R 1000 weight board over there. You can see a GSX-R 1000 weighs 427 right out of the box. I'm wanting to say the Busa was 570. Yeah, that's right, guys. 570. We are at 450 now. Still, in my opinion, a pretty big, heavy bike. These Gen 3s are definitely heavy machines, but overall, I'm loving how this thing came out, looks, performs, the whole 9 yards, and I hope you do too. Be sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. We do videos like this all the time. We're going to be taking this thing to the track here in the next week or so.
Brother, I ain't gonna lie, dude. You better hope when you go to the track,
What do you got to run with me?
you better hope there ain't a Honda there.
Ooh, so is that a call out?
Hey, call it what you want it, brother. I'm telling you show up the same track as me.
Oh, really? Little Slim Trim Country got a Honda. You think you can mess with this Busa? All right, guys, comment in the comments below. What do you think, mid-size Country versus Chris on the Busa? We got the big heavy Busa. We got the little skinny rider. We got the mid-size rider on the real lightweight Honda. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Honda makes a little more horsepower. So it's going to be a good battle, dude. We're going to have some fun with this at the local racetrack. I can't wait for all that stuff to happen. I didn't even think about this until he said something. So, all right, guys, here we go. See you next time.